Thanks very much, Cllr. Just to come back to the substantive issue here, I really do find Councillor Fitzpatrick's kind of fairy tale idea of what happens in Britain, where everybody pays their council tax and it goes into central government and they all have a lovely time in their counties, and then if they don't like what the council does, they can get rid of them in the next election. In reality, what paying your council tax locally has meant in Britain is a huge disparity between areas where you have wealthy areas and desperately poor areas around, for example, St Helens in Liverpool and places like that that are crippled because of the council tax system, which sees people having to pay directly into the local taxes. And really to propose a motion like this, I mean, Councillor Lewis has outlined our position, but to propose a motion like this really is lacking in the kind of the basic idea of solidarity that I would have thought the Labour Party stood for. I really did. At one stage, the Labour Party supposed to have stood for solidarity. This is anti-solidarity. Think of poor council areas. How are they going to survive when it is all based on collecting from the people in their local area on the basis of the price of their house or the price of their site? We are headed for a funding crisis in this council. Absolutely, I completely understand that. The reason we're headed for a funding crisis in this council is because we're getting cut after cut and after cut from central government. The idea that you can fill that with a flat rate tax from local areas, that from local people, without any taking into account of ability to pay, without any look at the percent of income. What you need to do is base funding for councils on progressive taxation. In recent figures that we received from the Minister for Finance, it shows that 120 taxpayers in this country, 120 taxpayers, earn on average €8 million each. Those are figures that come directly from the Department of Finance. Those are the people that should be taxed up to the hilt, and then the people on very little get taxed very little. That is a sound way of building taxation in any country. You put that money into central government, and central government give it out to each council according to the council's needs, not according to how wealthy the individuals are living in the county. That is the only way to base funding. And the idea that we can allow this government to cut away at our funding and try and bully hundreds of euros out of local residents is not the way forward.
Councillor O'Dea.